Best case scenario for the Texans the past couple of years, they drafted C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson Jr. back-to-back, number 2 and number 3 overall in 2023. It has worked out well through 2 seasons. Will Anderson was on the Football Night in America podcast yesterday. Here he is on how he has grown since his rookie year in the NFL.
It's been fun, man. I think the easiest thing for me has just been my confidence. You know, the people that they have in the building, the older guys, the vets that's been in there helping me along the way, they just been bringing confidence into me. So now I can start pouring back into the rookies. I can start pouring back into some of the younger guys and stuff like that. And even some of the older guys, it's been really great. And I think, like I told my coach, I was really scared because my second year, I was in a way much older room than I was my rookie year, like with guys like Danico Autry, those type of guys. And I was telling myself, man, I'm scared. I don't know how I'm going to be a leader. These guys got more sacks than me. They've been in the league a long time than me. And the thing I respect about them is they see how hard I work, and they were open to me helping them learn the defense, learn how to do things the right way in our front and stuff like that. And it just gave me more confidence to keep being able to step in that leadership role and connect with guys.
It's a great answer. Very thoughtful, very deep, very convincing.
Yeah.
But I didn't really pick up much of it because I was trying to figure out what the hell Conan O'Brien was doing in the background of the shot. You notice him back there?
I did notice about him, but I saw it. But then I went back to focusing on him a little bit, but I did notice that.
But, I mean, I don't want to be critical here, but, I mean, come on. This is the National Football League. Put that shot up again. I mean, what the hell are we doing, NFL teams? The guy, that's clearly a facility. That's not his house.
Oh, yeah. It's upstairs meeting room. He's got a printer right there to the right.
There's an old school printer. Conan O'Brien's back there scrolling on his phone. And surely there's a better place to do this. Houston Texans. Come on, man.
Oh, I know.
Come on. There's not even a logo anywhere. Maybe they don't want to claim it. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. I'm trying my best not to be critical of the Texans, but we've seen some great setups. Like when you do something with the Broncos, it's like this TV studio and it's all glitzy. That was just funny. It was funny.
It was
Maybe
funny.
Conan O'Brien was there to distract from the fact that there was just a straight wire hanging down from the ceiling.
Seriously. I know. I did notice that, too, is when I looked at Conan O'Brien, and then I went, damn, a wire's hanging out there. Odd room to be doing an interview in, nonetheless.
Yeah.
But you're right. First off, he was one of those guys right away, right? When we met him at the Combine, we were like, man, this kid's impressive. He's got it. Right? And he was a guy that, coming out of college, I wasn't sure how good he was going to be. I didn't necessarily love him. And was not great in my evaluation there because they kind of played him out of position. I think he was a little heavier in weight, and he had to do things that he didn't want to do or wasn't really made to do. But he was so good, they were like, he could do this too, and that'll help out some other parts of our defense here at Alabama. But, man, he's got to the Houston Texans, and they've said line up wide and just go get the quarterback and go crazy. And, of course, with a guy like him who seems to be a student of the game, a gym rat, all of that, yeah, he's flourished in a position where it's made for him. And then he talks about getting confidence instilled in him. That's the one thing about Houston. And that's the one thing about what they got going there right now. I mean, they got a special group of leaders and communicators. You see this a little bit, with the 49ers. We've talked about it, the Rams. But, yes, when I look at DeMeco Ryans, Matt Burke, their defensive coordinator, a guy that I was with when I played for the Tennessee Titans, Nick Caserio, Frank Ross, the special teams coach. These are guys that really know how to talk to the players, know how to fire them up. And when he talked about, man, it's the confidence they've given me, it's because I can see DeMeco Ryan and Matt Burke being like, hey, just get wide. We just want you to be like a bat out of hell. That's all we're asking you to do. And look, at every clip here is the same thing. He's wide, he's outside the tackle, don't think about a whole lot. We know you're strong, you're fast, you're smart, and just go get the quarterback. And it's been the perfect setup for him, and he's taken advantage. He's one of the best pass rushers in football already going into year 3.
I think he's far better than both of us expected he was going to be. There was just a question of the physical skills, the leadership that you hear about, Nick Saban raving about the guy. Those intangibles have to have a sufficient amount of tangible baggage with them to carry you as far as you can go in the NFL. You can be a great leader, but if you can't do what needs to be done when the play starts, that leadership power is going to be diluted. He has brought it. He has been phenomenal. And he's currently number 5 on the odds to be Defensive Player of the Year at 12-1. Aiden Hutchinson, coming off of that broken leg, he could be Defensive Player of the Year and Comeback Player of the Year if he brings it well enough to get votes for the DPOY award. Myles Garrett on there, along with Micah Parsons, T.J. Watt, and there's Will Anderson ahead of Max Crosby. Ooh.
Yeah, look at that.
But
all pass rushers.
The key is, and the key to getting sacks, you got to be on a team.
Yep.
Well, it helps to be on a team that is leading in games late. A dominant team that is up by 14 to 20 points in the second half. That's the old pin the ears back. Not that they aren't already pinned under the helmet, but that's the saying. I don't question the origin of the saying. I just use it. You pin the ears back and you go after the quarterback and you pump up your stat numbers.
Yeah, well, you get the other team in a spot where they can't rely on the run game as much, right? That's the big thing. And once you start to get up by double digits in the NFL, and you're getting into the second half, the teams are going to get away from the run game a little bit. They're going to lose their patience. They know that, hey, throwing the football incomplete, the clock stops for a little bit, boom, boom, boom. We can do that. We can buy some time. We can run some more plays here to come back. But that's also more opportunities for Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter to come off the edge there in Houston. And, I mean, man, Houston's got it going. The only thing we need to see here is just the offensive line. They went through some struggles last year. We know that. I don't think anything was more than just on Bobby Slowick and the fact that the protection rules and the offensive line just did not play up to par. But I think it was more the protection rules than anything. They've made what I think they believe is the proper adjustments on that offensive line. And other than that, you look at them and just go, wow. I mean, damn, they got a lot of good players. Nico Collins stays healthy, but these two receivers they drafted in the second round, and that gives Tank Dell a little time to get healthy as well. Joe Mixon again. The defense is one of the best in football. I expect this to be a year where Houston takes another step here. I do. I think they're going to be better than they were last year, and I think they will be one of the best teams in the AFC. I'd be surprised if not, really.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.